Hello, my name is Gabriella,
My name is Jesus,
and today we'll be discussing Hurricane Matthew.
and its immense damage that it caused.
Hurricane Matthew officially became a tropical storm on September 28th, pulling away from the Lesser Antilles island chains, initially starting as a tropical wave. As it traveled westward from the African coast, it gradually became stronger, forming a hurricane on September 29th, with high winds of 60 miles per hour being recorded. The storm quickly became a Category 5 on September 30th at 165 miles per hour. Hurricane Matthew lasted from September 28th to October 10th, 2016.
As you can see here, many trees and structures were affected by Hurricane Matthew. Many people had to evacuate from their homes that were severely damaged and flooded. There was a lot of structural damage near the ports, such as Ocean Isle Beach, North Carolina. In North Carolina, Matthew's flood damage estimated at $1.5 billion. There was only minor structural damage to businesses and homes, but there was major damage to vegetation like trees, bushes, and any other plant life that was affected by the storm.
There were many dangers, such as gusts of wind from Hurricane Matthew, accompanied by flooding and coast water level risings. This led to a storm surge that even brought marine life to shore.
In the United States alone, the National Center for Environmental Information estimated the damages to be about $10.3 billion. Many people were forced to evacuate and came back to their houses that were in shambles. Bits and pieces were everywhere. Many people couldn't move with their vehicles after the flood hit, so they had to walk through possibly more than a foot of water in order to get to where they wanted to go.
For the analysis of satellite data, as you can see here, Wilmington will either be experiencing fog or no cloud cover whatsoever, and the wind along the clouds are moving northeast with the center of circulation to the west-north of North Carolina. And overall, Wilmington will be experiencing no precipitation whatsoever.
As you can see on this radar map, there is no precipitation anywhere near North Carolina, and we should not be seeing any rain for many days to come in Wilmington, considering it's all the way over here.
For the upper air on this map, we can see the jet stream to the northeast of North Carolina. Over here, we see the upper level low in the western part of the U.S. As for the jet streams, they are nowhere near NC whatsoever.
Northwest, and a high-pressure system located in the Atlantic, meaning that we'll be seeing clear skies and fair weather for the time being. The wind directions are northwest for the cold front and southeast for the warm front. There won't be much of a change in the next few hours. The weather will remain fair for the time being, but this afternoon we'll be going into the low 80s for a few hours. Then we'll soon go down to the 60s.
Okay, this week's forecast, starting with today, is going to have a high of 81 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to look sunny for the rest of the day, with wind speeds at about 5 to 9 miles per hour to southeast. Tonight, we're going to have a low of 64 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to look clear, with wind speeds at 1 to 3 miles per hour, still towards the southeast. Tomorrow, we're going to have a high of 80 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's going to be mostly cloudy, with wind speeds at about 5 to 8 miles per hour, still towards the southeast. Tomorrow night, we're going to have a low of 65 degrees Fahrenheit, and it's still going to remain mostly cloudy, at wind speeds of about 1 to 3 miles per hour, still to the southeast. For the next 3 days after that, we're going to have foggy weather, and at a high of 78 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 67 degrees Fahrenheit. With wind speeds about 1 to 11 miles per hour, still towards the southeast. On Sunday, we're going to have partly to mostly cloudy weather at a high about 82 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 72 degrees Fahrenheit. With wind speeds at about 6 to 11 miles per hour towards the southwest. So on Monday, we're going to have cloudy to mostly sunny weather at a high of 87 degrees Fahrenheit with a low of 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and at wind speeds at about 6 to 9 miles per hour, and it's going to be to the southwest, and then to the northwest, and then to the northeast.